My name is Sonur Tarim. I'm the proposed CEO of Royal Public Schools. And really, I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to express and talk about our proposed charter school program. And some of you may know, I've been in education almost 30 years. And last 20 years, I spent my time to build one of the most successful high-performing charter school network in Texas. And over the past 20 years, we started our program in Houston with 200 kids. By the time I left in 2017, we had 34,000 students and serving statewide in Texas, and mostly focused on STEM education.
My name is Tom Sage. I'm a partner at Hunt Neighbors Girth in Houston, Texas. Have been involved with charters basically since their inception, with some of the initial founding charters and then financing charters, doing a lot of general counsel work, compliance work, and then really working through, and my expertise really is in financial governance and facilities expansion and helping charters grow. In visiting with Dr. Tarim on this project and on Royal Charter Schools, I was impressed by two things. Number one, the obvious one, is Dr. Tarim. I've worked with him since the inception of Harmony Public Schools and worked with him through many, many challenging times. And at all times, he conducted himself in ways that I think we would all be proud of. That is not always true. Not to mention the academic success that they enjoyed. But secondarily is the Streams 360. It's something that early on I thought, and it was interesting that he devised it, without talking to me, which I always think I have all the great ideas. But one of the things with STEM education I always thought was that we face very few questions that are purely science, technology, engineering, and math. Most of the issues that we deal with in those fields actually have kind of overlying social context to it and other questions that we need to deal with on a philosophical level. I mean, think of cloning. Okay, I mean, something that's highly technical but has really societal questions that come along with it and baggage. And having educational systems that merely teach people the science of it really leaves out the part to actually understand what they're doing and weigh the decisions that they're making. And so an educational system like this, I actually think is fantastic. It's really inspired, and one of the reasons I'm here today.
My name is Benjamin Warnigan. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've bought and sold a lot of companies. In the process of that, I've dedicated myself to education. I serve on the board of KIPP Public Schools, and have done so for in excess of 8 years. I've been instrumental in the startup of a number of other innovative school programs outside the United States, in Israel, in Mexico, and South America. I think all children have the opportunity to learn. This is a matter of exciting them and stimulating them. In addition to that, I'm currently board chair of Holocaust Museum Houston. That's a very important institution, in particular in the world today. And we're dedicated to educating children to the dangers of hate and apathy. And so I am very, very committed to what Royal Public Schools is intending to do. And I look forward, should we have the opportunity to advance our charter, to lend my support and involvement.
I'm a lifelong educator. Currently, I'm president of Career Mentors, involved with education and career planning. Previous to that, for 13 years, I was Dean of Academic Affairs at the Art Institute of Houston, overseeing 20 degree programs. In my capacity of dean, I was in charge of hiring quality instructors, working with other faculty members to do so. I was responsible for curriculum development and all regional accreditation documents for the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. I should mention, I also took the lead in establishing branch campuses in Austin for the Art Institute and in San Antonio. Rather than go through the list of the different titles I've had, I would like to say that I've always thoroughly enjoyed my own education. I started at a community college. I became the first community college graduate to go to Yale University, where I received my bachelor's in psychology. I also have a master's in education from the University of Massachusetts Amherst and a PhD from UCLA in education, focusing on organization and administration. Education is my passion. As author Joseph Campbell says, follow your bliss. And that led me to Royal Public Schools, which I feel privileged to be advocating.
Hi, I'm Harriet Wasserstrom. I spent 27 years as a banker, and then when I retired from that, I ran the American Leadership Forum in Houston for 11 years, and then ran the national board for a few years after that. I'm here because I'm passionate about the need for excellent public school for all kids. I'm a product of New York City public schools. I grew up in a neighborhood that was poor and did not have very good schools. And the turnaround for me came in high school, where I spent 3 hours every day by subway getting to an excellent high school. And I think all schools in all neighborhoods should have that opportunity. But that experience launched me to where I've gotten to today. So I'm excited about being part of the Royal School Initiative because of the need to have excellent opportunities for all children everywhere.
Nancy Lee again, and good morning. And I was a college teacher for 8 years before coming to America. And the key reason to come here is also for the education for ourselves and the next generation. And continue my passion on education. I established my own education consulting firm, and for 22 years, working with all the universities and some of the school districts in Houston area. And deeply involved in the community and serving as a trustee of the Holocaust Museum. And I'm the chairman of International World War II Museum Alliance, and also the chair of the OCA in Houston area, surely involved with Fifth Ward, the Hester House, and also the Hope Clinic, the community health provider for the low income. And my life changed pretty much after we met at the American Leadership with that gentleman there. And the dedication and passion that he established a charter school system, I see that inspired me a lot, especially see those kids that have been changed, their life and family also changed because of the no zoning and also the best performance of the charter school. So I'm very, very excited that to be part of the new chapter for him. And I will step down from the board once the charter is approved, but I continue to support the board and the school by bringing the fundraising and college connection and also the community outreach. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mehmet Subash, I am the proposed Chief Academic Officer and Principal.
I'm sorry, you're the proposed Chief Academic Officer?
Chief Academic
Okay.
Officer
And Principal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.